Hello everybody and welcome back to Jazzy61. If you want to see how I turned a fail into these beautiful boho twists, stay tuned. Hello everybody and welcome to Jazzy61. If you are new here, I'm Jazz and I like to do these styles to help other women get beauty on a budget, as I had to teach myself a long time ago and I don't like spending $300. So let's get into how I achieved this style from a failure. So the first thing I'm going to do is wash my hair, you guys. It has been over a month and it's just time for a good shampooing. I know I don't normally show this part of my videos, but I wanted to give you guys kind of a step-by-step from a natural girl perspective. This is shampooed. This is, wet, and I gotta put some conditioner in it. But I normally don't show this part, but it normally takes me a full day or so just to prep my hair before I actually do a style. So I wanted to show you guys kind of in depth what I do to kind of let my hair grow as well, because I know I look crazy, but I promise you guys it shrunk. It's just shrinkage. It'll stretch out. So I'm gonna be using these Aussie Miracle products. I actually love the way that they feel and how they make my hair feel, but also the way they smell. Oh, they smell so good. So right now I'm just going in with the conditioner. When I do condition my hair, you guys, I kind of do like a deep condition. So I'm going to put a lot of conditioner in my hair. As you guys see, it's kind of stretching out a little bit more as I'm putting the conditioner in there. I'm going to get my hair good and saturated with that conditioner. And I'm going to put a hair bag on it. Now, y'all gonna see in a bit, I'm country, right? So I couldn't find my shower cap. So what I did? Good old Walmart bag, because it worked just the same. All you gotta do is make sure you get your head completely covered. Cover all your hair up. That's all you need. And this helps hold in heat and moisture and stuff like that. And it helps the conditioner penetrate your hair shafts and things like that. After that, I put my bonnet on. We're going to wait for about 20 minutes with this on. Then we're going to take it off and go to the next steps, which is rinsing my hair out. Now, this time, you guys, I decided to go ahead and blow dry my hair, kind of have it pre-stretched. It's easier when I do like twist. I was looking like Cynthia from the Rugrats. I had to put that up there. But it's easier to have your hair kind of pre-stretched before you put them into braided styles. So that's what I did. I went ahead and I got some of the Aussie Miracle leave-in conditioner or detangling spray, and then the other one is a heat protectant. This is some argan oil of Morocco. I have a blow dryer brush as well as a paddle brush. This is what I like at the first section. I break my hair into 4 different sections. Very simple. I am going to trim it this time. I don't trim it all the time, but I'm going to trim it this time. I'm going to oil my hair and I'm going to go ahead and plait it down for the day. I like to let my hair rest some as well. I don't usually go straight from wash and dry to twist. I don't know. I think a lot of people do that, but I don't, because I just took my hair out of a style. So now I'm like a little girl from the Polar Express, but we're good. This is the stuff I'm going to be using. This is the 3x pre-fluffed Poppin' Twist by Freetress. I used 4 packs and a little bit of another pack. Some Edge Booster, some Shine and Jam, a little Elongate. I like that gel, leaves moisture on my hair, and clips. Now I have multiple clips, so make sure you have that, as well as a rat tail comb and some scrunchies. Next up is just, this is where I'm at, okay? I was supposed to wait for my big sister to help me. I forgot. Well, I didn't forget. I got tired of waiting. And I wanted to get it done. I was waiting for the human hair to come in. Oh my goodness. Y'all, the human hair finally came. This is from Marley hair on Amazon. I'll link it if you're interested in the hair, you guys, but it's not my first choice of hair to go with twist. Okay, when I say 0 out of 10, 0 out of 10 when it comes to twist on human hair. I wouldn't use it again. It slipped out so easily. I'm just not a fan of it. Even if you do like a longer piece of it, I think it may still slip. So this is the process, you guys. Want to make sure my hair is good and detangled. Put in a conditioner of your choice. You can use a leave-in. I use the Elongate gel because, like I said, it leaves some moisture, like a lot of it, and then it also helps to slick that hair down that's about to go into the twist. I put a little bit of the Edge Booster on the base, just at the base. I don't put it all the way up and down, just at the bottom part of it. Kind of helps to keep that bottom sleek and smooth. And then I'm going to section my hair into 2 separate parts. Now, you want 2 separate parts because you're going to want your hair to be as even as possible, because I do the twist from the root method. I do not like to do the braided from the root method because of the fact that I think it tugs a little bit more. This makes my hair a little bit, it still looks tight, but it's a little bit looser. I'm going to use 2 pieces of the Poppin' Twist hair. I always use 2 pieces. The only time I don't is if it's a very small section. Let me slow down. Sometimes when you get up towards the front, you have shorter pieces and then a long piece. And in those sections, I will use one piece of hair. So I'm going to go through this kind of slow for you guys. And if you need to, you can kind of rewind it back if you have to. What I do is I lay it flat. I go to the middle of those two pieces, lay it flat in the middle where I split the hair. And then I just rotate my hands one way. So I do clockwise, right? And then you want to do that on the other side, and then you just bring them together and twist down. Now I am running my fingers through the ends of the hair to unravel the coily bits because they are very, very coily at the bottom. And then I'm going to go up and down also with the Shine and Jam before I forget that. But what I was going to say is you don't want to leave those ends coily because it will not twist upright. I don't know if that makes any sense. The ends will not be tight together, and then it'll kind of bounce up and be loose, and then your braid may come apart. To add the extra piece of hair, all I do is I take the section, I put it in the middle, and then I put it as close to where I was twisting as possible, like push it all the way up to the top, and then you continue the same twist while you twist motion. Now, the issue, like I said, with this hair is because it's so sleek, and because these are twists, it just slides out. Now, if I was doing like braids or if I was doing a lock of some sort, then the human hair might actually work, but I don't think it will work well with the twist, because the only reason why the synthetic hair works is because it's really long and half of the piece goes all the way down to the bottom while the other piece sticks out. But when you're doing it like this, and the hair isn't as long, you can try it with the longer hair, but I think it would still kind of slip out. So I just think it's probably best to use the synthetic hair if you're going to be doing any type of leave out pieces in your twist. So this is the next day and my hair is completed, but I started to notice that the human hair was slipping out, but it was also getting kind of natty really easily. And I wasn't really sure why that was happening because it is a human hair. Well, it was just slipping and sliding. Every time I ran my hands through my hair, it slid out some. I thought this was going to be the end, but it was not the end at all. What ended up happening was once I realized after dipping it that the hair was just getting really ratty, I was like, I have to figure out how to fix this, but I wasn't really sure how. So I decided to go into my old trusty hair box and see what I could find. And I found some Freetress Aruba curl. Now here I'm just showing you guys the hair as it just keeps shedding and shedding and shedding and shedding. I wasn't sure why it was shedding so much, but it was just the slipping. And I was like, meh, let me try something different. So I used the Freetress Aruba curl. That's a piece right there at the front, but I wanted to show you guys what I was doing to put it in there. I just went under my twist, and since it was twisted from the root, it wasn't too tight to my scalp, so I can get the crochet hook under there. I took one little piece of it, latch hooked it through, and I left it, and that actually worked out really, really well without me having to go through and put hair in the twist. So this is what it's looking like after I put the Freetress Aruba curl hair in there. Now this hair was really old, you guys. I haven't done a full head of Freetress Aruba curl hair in years, so I know this hair has some time under its belt, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to figure out how to get the curls back defined, and I've already dipped my braids, so I didn't want to go back in, or dip my twist, so I didn't want to go back and re-dip the twist again. So I was just trying to figure out what to do, and this wasn't working. It was still kind of ratty and natty looking, and I didn't really care for it. It didn't look bad, but it didn't look the way I wanted it to either. And excuse how lopsided my twist look, you guys. I am new to this, not true to this, okay? I'm learning still, but I don't mind it so much because of the fact of how it looks in the bun. So this is the day before, and this is the finished product, you guys. I actually really love how it turned out. I do think that I would add more pieces to it, but I'm loving it. I'm loving how lightweight it is. I'm loving how it looks a little bit natural, like just a regular twist from my head. It's beautiful. I hope you guys like it too. Alrighty, you guys. So this is the completed look with this hair, you guys. I did add some of the pieces in of the other braiding hair. The other braiding hair that I used, you guys, was Freetress Aruba curl. Now I only used a little bit of it, not even a full section of it. And I had it for like 5 years, something like that, because it's just, I have like an old hair box. So all the hairs that I use over time and what's left over, I put in the box. So what I did was I went through, you guys can see it's kind of wavy. That's what I wanted, more of a wavy, not so much of a curl. So what I did was, since it was old, it's kind of fuzzy, I ran water over it a little bit, put a little water on my hands, not separating it, but it was still kind of fuzzy. So I went through with some Shine and Jam, and I used the Shine and Jam to help define the curls better after the fact. So when it comes to the human hair, again, 0 out of 10 would not recommend, because it slips too much. Whereas to this will kind of stay. Even if you try to do the crochet method with the human hair, it still slips a little bit more than the synthetic hair. So what I'm gonna do is treat the synthetic hair the same way I would treat it if this was my entire head, this wavy hair, which is cutting out natty pieces when I see them, separating the hair every couple of days or so to make sure they don't get too natty, too tangled up. And then when I want to define them, I will be using the Shine and Jam, because I tried to use mousse and some of the lot of body foam and all that stuff. It did not work. And so I don't want to be wasting product if it's not going to do what I needed to do even. So I went ahead and used Shine and Jam on all the pieces. It defined the curls beautifully. It also leaves a little bit of moisture for these, because that Shine and Jam is kind of oily. I don't know if you guys know that. But the closer to your scalp you get with that Shine and Jam, it's kind of greasy. So when you have natural kinky hair like me, the oil is actually pretty good for your scalp, because you don't want your hair to be crazy dry. So that is what I used for the curly bits. So the hair you guys have already seen before. I used it in my last hair twist video. I will link in the description box below, as well as link a description link down below the Freetress Aruba curl when I did it as a summer style, just the Aruba curl hair, so you guys can see how I used it previously. But I do love how this turned out. I used about the same amount of hair that I used when I did this style before. 4 packs and a little piece of a 5th pack. They're $10 a piece, so you spend maybe 40, 50 bucks for the entire style. And then if you have leftover pieces of hair like I did, use them leftover pieces, baby. Don't go buy nothing else. Use what you have, okay? That's what I be doing. I recycle, okay? If I got some left, it's gonna get used somewhere. And today, it got used with this style, which I like how it turned out. As I mentioned in the last video, you can do different styles of this, ponytails. You can flip it over if you want to, but I kind of like it to one side for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but I do like these braids more to one side. And anything, so far, so good. I told you guys in previous videos as well that I like to wear the hair for a few days. I don't want to just come on here and be like, this is what it looks like and it's great, and then 5 days later hair starts slipping and shedding and everything else. So this is why I leave it in for at least a few days before I come and talk to you guys about it. And this is also why I switched to the Freetress Aruba curl, because when I was using the human hair, I was just doing like this and it was just coming out, whole piece coming out. And since you're doing a twist, the hair isn't exactly secured, it's kind of just twisted in. But if you use a synthetic hair that's a little bit longer, then the other side is twisted all the way down to the bottom. Whereas to use human hair, you have to buy more of that human hair to do that. I got lolly hair and it was 16 inches and it just kept slipping on out. And these are supposed to be 20. So I'm kind of confused as to why it was, 1, so short, and 2, it just kept slipping. Even when you took it out of the thing and you pulled it, the hair just shed. Like, it was weird. So I wouldn't recommend that. You can use human hair for just full braids in themselves, but if you're gonna like a twist and add it in, I wouldn't, unless you're gonna buy the extra long hair, which is gonna cost you a bit more, because that little bit that I got was like 30, 40 bucks. And so I'd rather stick within my wheelhouse and my budget. Okay, you guys, so that's everything that I have for you today. I truly hope you enjoyed today's video of how I fixed an epic fail, because it was a fail. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have not already, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Yeah. And thank you guys for being here after my break. I appreciate all of you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. I wanted to add this in here at the end, you guys, the different ways that I like to wear my twist on a day-to-day basis. I want to thank you guys again so much for being here and coming back after my break. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are new, I hope you really enjoyed it as well. I hope to see everybody in my next one. Bye, guys.